All right, guys, this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and we are back with another Raid Shadow Legends free-to-play mystery shard only run video. Today, we're going to be looking at all of the new fun stuff for the Alice in Wonderland collaboration. And yeah, if everybody can log in, basically, and you can get Alice as a free hero. See, she's right here. So you are going to be able to get her, and it's going to take you about 2 weeks to get everything in here for free. All you have to do is log in. So there's no like specialty thing you have to do. Just come in here, log in, you get her, and you're done. And you will get her blessing as well. If it are good enough to last for an entire month, right? You can actually get her avatar, and you can get a 5-star awakening. So there's nothing really different here from the other ones. Essentially, it's the same as the previous ones that we have done before the 7-day login. You get the hero, and then you just wait and get a bunch of free stuff. So it's just free stuff, which is kind of nice. All right, let's look at all the heroes and see what they have added. So in sacred order, we will start with the girl of the hour. We've got Alice in Wonderland. Uh, the Wanderer. Her A1, she attacks one enemy 2 times, places an extra hit if the target has any active skills on cooldown. Each hit has an 80% chance of decreasing the duration of a random buff on the target by 1 turn. That's actually pretty cool for an A1. You have a chance for an extra hit, and you can also decrease the duration of a buff, so that's nice. Attacks all enemies has a 75% chance of increasing the cooldowns of all enemy skills by 2 turns. That's crazy. Also has a 75% chance of decreasing each target's turn meter by 15% if at least one of the target skills has it on cooldown. Increase to the max, decrease their turn meter by 30% instead. So yeah, if you decrease someone completely, then you get a 30% turn meter drop, which is kind of nice as well. And that's a really good hit. If her multipliers are strong, that's going to be a really good skill. Her A3 attacks one enemy, will ignore 20% of target's defense, another really good skill. If the initial target is killed, also attacks the enemy with the lowest HP, will also ignore 20% of the target's defense, and it's all based on attack. So yeah, she's going to be doing some crazy stuff. I'm seeing Arena with her right now. Whenever this champion attacks, inflicts 3% bonus damage to each target for each turn remaining on all of their skill cooldowns. The bonus damage is counted individually for each target. She also resets the cooldown of one of this champion's skills each time they kill an enemy and occurs once per skill. So yeah, she's going to be resetting her own cooldowns. So that's actually really good. Attack in all battles by 30%. I mean, yeah, she's got a really good kit. She's going to be able to do some serious damage. She's also going to be able to bust through a lot of defenses that most people have. So yeah, I'm thinking she is more of an arena hero, but she's still going to be really good for things in the Doom Tower and other areas where block damage and unkillable and all that other nonsense becomes kind of an annoyance. And she's got this little rabbit on her back. Look how freaking cute this is. This is adorable. I'm so glad they didn't put the white rabbit as a hero and they just made him a backpack. There you go. All right, so that is Alice. Let us get out of here. We will go into the demon spawn so we can catch up on another old friend from the Wonderland. We've got the Cheshire Cat who looks like a giant demon. Yeah, this is the cool version. So attacks one enemy. If this champion is under Veil or Perfect Veil buff, attacks all enemies instead, places a Perfect Veil buff on this champion for 1 turn. So just by using this, he will get a Perfect Veil. Attacks one enemy on his A2 for 3 times. Each hit will decrease the enemy's speed by 1%. But stacks up to 10%. This effect does not work against bosses. Each hit will also increase this champion's speed by 1%, and it stacks up to 10. If the skill kills an enemy, places Perfect Veil buff on this champion, and then the ally with the lowest turn meter for 2 turns. So another thing to note that's on this skill and on this skill, his damage is based on attack and speed. So this is, I don't know if there's any other heroes that are like that. I mean, I haven't seen one, but then again, I also, we only use mystery chart heroes and heroes everyone gets. So I haven't seen anyone that's directly based on speed and attack. So that's kind of a cool little nuance. It means you could put some crazy speed on someone with attack, and he'll do some serious damage. So I'm not mad at that. And both of his skills give Perfect Veil, which is good. And then this one attacks all enemies before attacking, places a Perfect Veil buff and a 50% increase attack on this champion for 2 turns. So basically, you can AoE, get your attack up, Perfect Veil, and then boom. And it gets an extra turn if you kill someone, also based on attack and speed. And then you can just kind of, so let's say you wipe out an entire team, and then Death Knight's still looking, you can kind of come over here and just smack him in the face with a three-hitter, and there he goes down. Passive effect. If this champion is under Veil or Perfect Veil, turn meter fill effects are 30% more effective. This guy is going to be fast. Also, if this champion is under a Veil, Perfect Veil buff, this champion's attacks will ignore 15% of the target's defense and inflict 15% more damage. That's crazy. Whenever this champion is about to receive a hit that would drop their HP below 20%, blocks the incoming damage and places a block damage and perfect veil buff. That is crazy. This dude is insane. And then it's what, 90? Yeah, 19% in all battles. That's really good too. So he's going to be a speed lead for a lot of heroes. And look how cute he is. Look at those teeth. I have a feeling this guy is going to be so fast that people aren't going to be able to stop him because people are going to stack the speed on him to get more damage out of him, and which also makes him fast. So, yeah, he's just going to be crushing it. I have a feeling you're going to be seeing this guy all over the place, even though he probably has bad reviews for no reason. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. One dummy got him and didn't understand how he worked. So there you go, Cheshire Cat. Let's get out of here. We are going into Undead Hordes, the Knave. This is my least favorite character design, even though it just looks weird, right? Like I don't like how the armor, it looks very faded and weird and old. But that being said, skill kit, the kit is really what matters, right? So attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 30% chance of placing a provoke debuff. Each hit also heals the ally with the lowest HP by 3% of this champion's max HP. So that's good. I'll take that. A provoke and a heal. Attacks all enemies, 75% chance of stealing 2 random buffs from each target. Places a continuous heal buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. Also places an unkillable buff and a taunt buff on this champion for 2 turns. So that's really good, and all the damage is based on HP. Swaps HP with the target, places a heal reduction on that enemy for 2 turns. This debuff cannot be removed, transferred, or have its duration decreased by enemies. That's crazy. Then equalizes the HP levels of all allies, and the HP levels of all allies will be brought up to the level of the ally with the highest HP. Yeah, so that's crazy. That'll be her. Also places 60% increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns. That is ridiculous. I mean, you're assuming that the knave is going to have the highest HP. So even let's say, well, it goes by levels. I don't know. We'll see. I'm assuming it's going to fill everyone up. At the start of the champion's turn, fully restores this champion's destroyed max HP. That's that's a ridiculous skill. When attack destroys the attacker's max HP by 20% of the damage received, stacks up to 50%. That's crazy too. So basically, Scarab has a new worst enemy. So if your HP gets destroyed, you're immediately going to fix it, and then if you put Knave into destroy HP gear, you're going to destroy HP on the attack and when you get attacked. So Scarab King has no chance against Knave. So that's pretty cool. You could use Knave to basically just kill it, and then increases ally HP by 30% in all battles. So yeah, I would just make Knave the lead because all the attack damage is based on HP anyway. So yeah, really good hero. I really like the Knave, even though it's my least favorite design. The heart thing's kind of cool though. I'll give it that. All right, so who are we looking at? We are looking at the Hatter. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 25% chance of stealing 1 random buff. Each hit also has a 75% chance of applying a debuff spread effect, taking 1 random debuff from the target and placing it on all enemies under a hex. So you have to be under a hex in order to do this. Attacks all enemies, has 75% chance of placing a hex, so there you go. And a weakened debuff. The ally with the highest crit damage will team up and join the attack, so that's at least good. The ally joining the attack will use their default skill, and the damage dealt by the ally joining the attack will increase by 10% per each debuff on the target. So basically, if you use this, you're putting 2 up there, so you already get a 20% increase. So yeah, I mean, and it's the ally with the highest crit damage. So that means it automatically picks your strongest hero more than likely, unless you're doing some weird teams. So that's good. And then increases the duration of all buffs on all allies by 1 turn, decreases the duration of all debuffs on all allies by 1 turn, and fills the turn meter by 20%. So that's basically Valerie's skill, but also gives you turn meter, and it's every 3 turns, which is better. So yeah, I'm not mad at that. And then every 10 turns taken by allies heals all allies by 20% of their max HP. Every 6 turns taken by enemies places a true fear debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. So that means every round and a half in the arena, everyone's getting true feared, and every 2 rounds, 2.5 rounds in the arena, you're getting 20% HP back. So that's not bad. I mean, all right, so let's put it this way. He has the least impressive kit out of everyone, but it's still not a bad kit, and I think he's going to be more useful than you think. I think he's going to be more useful for teams staying alive and keeping the debuffs off of your team rather than anything else. And I think when paired with a lot of the other Wonderland characters, I think he's going to really show that he's an amazing hero, but he is the least impressive so far out of all of them. Let's look at the master, the Queen of Hearts. Yes, Alice is not the master, even though Alice wins, but she's still not the master. Attacks all enemies, places a 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. Also fills the turn meter of all allies by 5%. Immediately, that's insane for an A1. This is every single turn. She can do this every single time. Drop defense, attack everybody, and fill your turn meter. Literally every single turn, it's gonna happen. That's it. So you already have a campaign farmer, so that's good. Removes all debuffs from all enemies, then places a Death Brand debuff on the initial target for 2 turns. Also places a True Fear debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. Fills the champion's turn meter by 5% for each buff removed. So if everybody has a bunch of buffs, you essentially remove them all, make them unkillable. So I mean, make them so that if they die, they can't be revived. And you're going to place a True Fear on them, and you're going to get your turn meter built up again, so you can attack quicker. So far, Queen of Hearts is number 1. This is crazy. All right, teams up with all allies to attack. Jesus Christ, attacks all of them. Before attacking, places a 50% increase attack buff on all allies for 2 turns. So I don't know if you guys heard that right. She teams up with every ally. But before she gives everyone an increased attack and then attacks, it decreases the cooldown of this champion's off of their head skill by 2 turns if the target is killed. So off with their heads. Which one was that? This one. Which means she can go back and remove all the buffs from everybody again and True Fear them again. So she's going to be a locker. She's going to lock everyone up. For every 10 buffs the enemy team receives, grants this champion an extra turn. That's what? If there are multiple champions on the team with this skill, only one will be active. All right, so let's see that again. So for every 10 buffs the enemy receives. So if you have Mithrala on an arena team, she puts up 2 buffs at once with the shield. I don't know if the shield counts as a buff. We'll have to see how that works. But that means that if Mithrala goes, then she gets a turn, basically, because you're putting up 8 buffs immediately. If the shield counts, then she's going to get a turn immediately upon Mithrala putting a shield up, which means she can come in and remove all the crap you just put up. So basically buffs are useless against her because every single time she can come in and do that. So she'll come in, she'll remove everything, Death Brand you, and True Fear you. And then if she kills someone, right? No, it's not that. It's this one. Then she'll come in and team up and hit somebody and kill them, which will also reduce this one again, which means she can do it again. But then you have this to drop defense at all times and constantly increase turn meter. So yeah, and she's got an accuracy buff. Yeah, I love this girl. She is the best one out of all of them. So I have a feeling she is going to be insane. We're going to see her. It's this kind of hero, honestly. It's almost in the realm of, if I had to guess, I'm never going to know until I see it and get attacked by her. But this seems to be in the same vein as that sheep dude, that Pirate of the Caribbean looking bastard, where he's just a BS character. And I feel like this, I don't know if she's going to be as BS as him because he really is bull, but yeah, I don't know. She could be that hero. We'll see. But she's the best one out of all of them. Like I would pay to have her on my team if I was paying, but we're not. So those were all the heroes from the Alice in Wonderland saga. And what else do we have going on from this? Well, if you go into here and you go into dungeons, there is a new dungeon, as you can see, the event dungeon, where you will be fighting the Queen of Hearts in here. We were doing this before, and we tried doing this video before, but the game froze up hard. I guess there was a lot of stuff happening. So we're going to try and see if it happens again. We waited a little bit. I'm hoping that right now there's less slowdown than there was there, so that's good. So see, she's going to remove all the buffs, but we're going to freeze it. Oh, can't even freeze anyone. We got True Fears. See, everybody got True Fear. Nobody's going to get to go. Nobody gets turns. See what I mean? She's going to just be a lock specialist where she just constantly kills everybody. There we go. Let's just do a shield. But now she's going to remove it all. So as you can see, she's already BS. So you're already starting to see what she's about. Look, we haven't even really gotten a turn off yet. So, and we're sped up. because every time we use a buff, she's gonna get another turn. See what I mean? So it's like, let's drop her turn meter because screw her. But her turn meter is gonna keep going anyway. Yeah, I already hate her. I was like, I already hate this character. She's going to be a suck fest in the arena, so we're probably going to end up ignoring her. Honestly, we're probably going to end up ignoring most of the heroes in this grouping, so to speak, in the arena because they're all going to be complete horseshit. So it's like we don't really want to mess with them too much. Let's heal up. So we can't because we got True Fears. So yeah, this is what you're going to be up against. We didn't choose this team specifically for anything. So oh, he got block revive, so we can't even use him anymore. I forgot about that. Death Brand. Here, let's do this so that she gets another turn. She immediately gets a turn. See? So you can't use any buffs in here. So let's try something else. Let's end the battle. Let's just kill her the old-fashioned way. Edit team. We're gonna take all this horse shit out, and we're gonna put in her for the speed lead. All right, we're gonna use him because he doesn't use Eric's because she doesn't use anything like that. We're gonna bring Cleo. We're gonna bring who else? We don't need a reviver. We just want to kill. So we want this, and let's see who else. Who else is gonna smack these guys right in the face and not care? I'm thinking you. Let's just see. It's really just whether or not we're fast enough now. That's what it's going to come down to. And we are. So we don't want to use any buffs. We just want to kick the crap out of them. So now we just want to kill everybody. Kill, kill, kill. So that's 2 down. That's the whole team down. See what I mean? Like screw this hero. We're not going to use any buffs. Like, we're just going to attack her. Yeah, screw you. There you go. So we just figured it out. We figured her mess out. It's really just going to be whether or not they go first, because later on they go first. If we can't get our team to go first, then yeah, we're going to die. All right. More stuns. Now we kill everyone. They're all dead. All right. Thank you very much. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. None of it matters. All right. Let's just kill you because having an extra hero sucks. We're going to use this. Like, we're literally just going for the throat. We don't even care. Like, we're not like, oh, we need to. No, we're not. We're not doing any of that. We're just going to try and use the best of the best for the damage. And that's it. You're dead. Let's go and see, let's see if you're Carl, actually. Let's do that. Stage 16. Last time we only got to stage 20. I feel like she's going to not matter. Let's bring him. She's not as good. So let's just say, see now, debuffs, I think. Did debuffs matter? I don't think debuffs mattered. So we got some freezes, got some stuns. We're going to decrease turn meter, right? No, this one. Which isn't going to work anyway. All right. Now, hopefully they die. And then boop. More boops. All right. He is not going to get that turn off. Oh, he did. Look at that. Too much. All right. Let's just take you down. We're going to use an AoE. All right. So now we're good. Ooh. Extra turn. Look at that. Tons of extra turns. Let's see if we can steal turn meter. We cannot. So there's that. No extra turns. I'm just curious if it would be worth our while to use the counter on Eric's. It's funny that I think all the heroes that they released are all heroes that are good for this fight, which is kind of funny. Oh, nice. What's this? HP speed. I'll take it. It's not bad. Knight's Revenant. Next. Let's see. All right, we'll do one more just so we can keep seeing it, because at least this way you guys are seeing some of the fights. Because, like I said, I don't know anything about the fight. I didn't read any of her skills. I'm assuming it's all the skills that she just has that we read. So it's not that big of a thing. I don't, there's nothing new here. It's basically we're just going to fight everything we hate all at once. But like I said, you can do this up to stage 20 and not worry about it if you're not trying to, get crazy. If you are trying to beat stage 30, which is how far this goes, then yes, good luck. You are probably going to need some stronger kinds of heroes. We'll just freeze that one up. We're not going to use a speed, even though it would be nice. We have speed up. We have 19% speed up. We need to kill someone. Yeah. Oh, wow, it didn't kill him. Thank you. Die. I want to kill this ad and then put it on auto. I want to actually that's a bad idea because we have Eric's, and Eric's will force the boss to get more turns. It's funny because Eric's is solely there to take out the ads. Like that's the only reason we're using him right here. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a reason to bring him in. Bring her in. Sorry, I can never tell with Eric's. It's like Eric, you look like a dude, man, a ghost dude. All right, so this is not going so bad. Eventually, you're going to need a healer, I'm going to assume. So if you have a speed lead healer, that would be nice. Luckily, most of them are going to heal up a little bit from like half health. She doesn't seem to do a lot of damage. She's more of like a nuisance. There you go. She's dead. Stage 17 down, and another HP speed banner for high elves this time. So yeah, I mean, so far it looks like it's going to be a pretty interesting situation. I think all the characters that they've released are at least pretty cool and interesting in their own right. Obviously, Alice is the magical hero that everybody's going to be getting. That is really cool. So I definitely think if you get her, you should build her. And if you happen to pull one of the other ones, I think all of them are good. I think Mad Hatter is literally the worst one, but out of everybody, I would not turn any of them down. They're all really good. And hopefully you guys have a good time getting through that dungeon. Let me know. I mean, if you guys have any ways that you guys are going to get through that dungeon, if you've already messed with it. I know it just came out today, but leave a comment below. It's always good to hear from you guys. And make sure you like, share, subscribe. It helps the channel grow. We're about to hit that 3,000 mark. We're only about 100 away. So you should expect to see road to 3,000 videos very soon. They will be coming out. And also, if you want, you can become a member for $1.99 a month. And basically, that gives you emojis. It gives you a video every single week that has no commercials. And you have access to all my videos. As soon as I post them, you will no longer have to wait until the day comes that they are released to the public. All right. So, yeah, this is Alice in Wonderland's new crossover with Raid Shadow Legends. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd. And you guys take care.